Decided I was to jump on this morning and do a quick video on how to avoid being scammed. When was it? 2 days ago, I spoke with at least 3 to 4 people that shared stories with me, just random stories about being scammed. The first person I talked to, she had been scammed by trying to rent property, trying to rent a house or what have you, and paid her application fee, deposit, may even been first month's rent, was provided a code to the lockbox, and the code didn't work. Was told that the key was in the lockbox, code didn't work, and could not get back in contact with the person. The person scammed them and took their money. Then later in the day, I was meeting with another client of mine, and he was sharing. I was going through his books, and I saw a transaction. I was like, what is this transaction for? And he was like, man, my mom lost her dog, and I was trying to buy her another dog, and I got scammed. The person, I sent the person the money, and the person just disappeared, dropped off the face of the earth, couldn't get the money. And so, of course, the money was being refunded into his account. And then the last person I talked to, which is what is prompting, or what prompted this video, is it was a young lady who her friend had been scammed by a tax preparer. And she was nervous because she used the same tax preparer. Oh, what is this? Oh, this is cute. Okay. But she used, oh, wait a minute. All right, y'all, I'm playing with this stuff on this social media. I'm getting to the point where I use social media a little more. So for those that are on here, my apologies for playing around here. But anyway, she was nervous that the tax preparer scammed her friend and deposited the friend's money into his account. And the friend was freaking out. She didn't know what to do, and she was scared because she had the same person prepare her taxes. So that led me to say, okay, first of all, I hate when people take advantage of people, number one. Especially those that are vulnerable. In the tax industry, one of the things that I love about myself, and even the slogan for my business, is a commitment to someone you can trust, and a commitment to your success. Number one, you can trust me. And number two, I'm definitely committed to making sure we get the best results. And I don't like when people take advantage of people's vulnerability, because some people just don't understand taxes. You know what I mean? Some people just don't understand taxes. And when someone takes advantage of that, I don't like it. And so I decided that I would jump on and I would start talking about how to avoid being scammed. Okay? My husband calls them scam bam. Everything is scam bam with my husband. So how to avoid being scammed. And I came up with 5 pointers, five pointers, identifiers of ways to avoid being scammed. And then also I will talk about 5 things that are illegal for 5 things that are illegal for tax preparers to do. Okay, and hopefully that will help. All right, and so let me help you. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing over here, y'all, but anyway. So here we go. So the first thing, when you are considering a tax preparer, look them up. Look up the company. Look up the person's name. Google. You can Google them. Try to find Google reviews. Try to see if they have a presence. You can even go on to the IRS website to see if they're listed there. Like, look the person up. Don't always just jump and go with somebody just because that person was referred to you. Now, if it's the referral source is a quality person, if the referral source is someone that you can trust, that they use them and they provided them great service, then okay. But if it's one of your friends and your friends are just using them and, oh, I just found somebody and, oh, you should, do your research. Protect yourself. Okay. The other thing is PTIN, a prepares tax identification number. In order to file electronically with the IRS, you have to have a PTIN. And you have to go through a process to get that number, and then you have to renew that number every year. In addition to that, when your tax preparer prepares your return, you should see that PTIN listed on the bottom of the return. It should be there. You should see there at the bottom of the return where there's signatures and all of that stuff. There's a PTIN, there's EIN, and they run in a legit business. They have their employee identification number there. But they definitely should have a PTIN, okay? If they don't have a PTIN, beware, okay? The third thing is your tax preparer should always be signing the return when being paid for the service. If you are paying someone to prepare your taxes, they should be signing. I have come across so many clients who people prepare their return and they don't sign a return. And so that's a red flag right there. Okay. You should always see your return, approve your return before it's filed, before it's submitted. Okay, that's another red flag. If your tax preparer is not asking you to review it, to make sure that the information in the return is accurate, as well as to sign it, that's a red flag. Okay, that's something's a little fishy with that tax preparer. Something to consider. And you should always receive a copy of your tax return. Or you should always be able to reach out to your preparer, ask for the copy, and get it right away. Okay? And so those are like my 5 scam bam identifiers. The 5 things to be aware of. Number 1, look them up. See if they have a presence. See if they have a website. Are people writing reviews for them on Google? Check the person out. Get the person's name. You're sending your personal confidential information. Personal confidential information. There's so many scammers out here. People are scamming everything. They take your identification, get stuff in your name, like all types of crazy stuff. So do your due diligence before you just send somebody or trust the fact that you can give somebody, your information. And make sure they have a PTIN, Preparer Tax Identification Number. If your preparer is in Maryland, and each state is different, but Maryland is one of those states that regulate a lot. And they regulate the tax preparers. And what that means is, in Maryland, we have to register, we have to pass an exam, and we have to register with the board, with the state, so pay attention to that. If your person is not, that's a red flag. Okay. Again, should always be signing a return. Ask them. And I've had people who, when I started working with them, especially recently, they have said to me, are you going to sign a return? Will you be signing a return? Absolutely. Absolutely. I sign a return. My PTIN is there. My EIN number is there. Everything is there. And not only do I sign it, you sign it. And I don't send in any return until my client signs their return, until they go through it, look at it. Some do, some don't. But as long as they sign, I won't send it in. Okay? And sometimes I send out copies right away. But they always have access. They always have access to either DocuSign or the client portal to get a copy of their return. So those are the 5 items that I would say to identifiers that you may be dealing with a scammer, a scam bam, as my husband would say. Now I want to talk very quickly about items that are illegal for tax preparers to do, represent, say these items are illegal. Okay, the first illegal thing is your whatever rate you pay should not be based off your refund amount. Okay, so if you're working with somebody, say, oh yeah, I can get you back all this money, and based on what they get you back, that is your fee will be based on that. That is illegal. A tax preparer is not supposed to do that. Okay, I have very simple pricing, 2-point price system, very few add-ons, but there are a few add-ons. I keep it simple. It is across the board, and I try to keep it as simple across the board with all my clients. And there are some clients that have been with me over the years, and I have to tweak, and sometimes I give discounts, but never should your fee be based on your refund amount. Okay, so that's illegal. Number 2, guaranteeing you something. If they are saying, I guarantee that to get you this, or that you are going to this, or whatever, that's not you. We can never guarantee. Okay, we give estimates. Okay, and this is what we believe that you'll receive, and based on what you're telling me, you should not have any problems. And what I'm sharing with you, or what the outcome of your return is, that is how much you should receive. Okay, but there's never no true guarantee. You cannot, when companies out here saying, oh, come to me, I guarantee to get you $5,000. That is really truly illegal. Okay, the next illegal thing for tax preparers to do is to pack your taxes. And what that means is they use categories within your tax return to increase your refund that are not accurate, or that are not right. And a lot of times some tax preparers will do this without the client knowing. They're like, yes, I can get you back this money, but the client's like, okay, perfect. I trust you. You got it. The client doesn't know that they're packing the taxes. They're putting numbers or deductions in there that aren't true, that you don't have. And in the event that you are audited and you cannot provide proof of what was put in there, and see, that goes back to why it is so important for you to review your return, because you are ultimately responsible for what is in your return. Not your tax preparer, not anybody else, you. So if something is not right, it is on you to identify that before it is submitted. Which leads me to my next thing. A tax preparer should not be filing your return without your consent. They should receive your consent before you submit that return, whether it's electronically or on paper. But they should always receive your consent. Okay? And then the fifth point is, a tax preparer should never deposit your refund into their account. Never. That is illegal. A tax preparer should never deposit your refund into their account. That is illegal. Okay, and don't be afraid to report somebody if that's what they're doing. It'll help prevent others from being scam bam. Okay, so in this video, I hope that this information is useful. Please like, share, comment, but mainly share, especially with our young people, because they are coming up and they're just trying to do what they've been told that their responsibility is every year, which is file their taxes. And especially the ones that are young with children, because when you're young with children and you're afforded these refundable credits, a lot of times people take advantage of that. So share this video with them so that they will have some identifiers of what to look out for, what to be aware of, so that they can try to avoid being scammed. as well. Okay, so I'm signing off. Again, my name is Sharita Francis. I am the owner of Francis Financial Group Tax and Accounting Services. I provide tax preparation. That is my expertise for individuals and small businesses. And I also provide bookkeeping services for small businesses, small to medium sized businesses. On Friday, so today is Friday, for my wage earners. I am running a special. So what that means is if you are a W-2 employee and you only have a W-2, and it can be multiple W-2s, and you contact me today, I will prepare your taxes today for $99. Okay? You have to pay the $99 up front, provide me with your documents, and I will prepare your return today for $99. It's only today. You can only take advantage of that special today, Friday. What is this? April 1. You can schedule a consultation through my website, which is pinned in this video, Francis Financial Group Services, or you can message me, DM me. But if you are a W-2 employee and you are just a wage earner, meaning you don't have a business, you're not self-employed, then I will prepare your taxes today for $99. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, like, share, comment, and have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye.